You're listening to Up the Turnpike with hosts Mitch Anderson and Matt O'Leary.
Hello and welcome to a New York Islanders postgame show. What is going on here on Up the Turnpike? I am Matt O'Leary. I'm joined by Mitch Anderson. Mitch, how's it going, my friend?
It's going all right. I did pretty well at hockey today. Well, we talked about it. 60-40. 40% good, 60% not so much. But, sorry, other way around. And I'll take it for someone of my age and my skill. I'll take it, man. So I'm riding high. And then I don't even know if I've confirmed it. They did win. I didn't even know if they won or not. I knew it went to the shootout and I didn't know if it ended. So hooray.
Yes.
How are you doing?
Doing well after a shootout win and a nice comeback win. After the first period, wasn't convinced that it was going to be the Islanders' night, but they were able to come back and win a game after going down 2-0 early.
Yeah. So as this bouncer is saying here, where was I at? I play hockey on Tuesdays. Well, it's floorball, but I play that on Tuesdays from 8 to 10 o'clock. So it's really a rough timing in terms of Islander games. But I did catch a good portion of the first period, at least the first half. And for a while, it looked like it was going to go well for the Islanders. They were getting a ton of shots on Carter Hart. They were making life difficult for the Vegas Golden Knights. And then I put the kids down. I turn around, it's 2-0 going, what the hell happened?
Yeah. And I was going to say, we'll get to the goals. We'll start pulling those up in a moment here. But I actually thought the start of this game, they were getting their chances. And you look, spoiler, 13-12, Islanders had the advantage in shots after the first. But I kind of liked the start to that game. They just weren't able to get one to go.
Yeah. They were taking shots from everywhere, which, doesn't always work. And we've complained about that with Carolina before.
Yeah.
But they were getting one-timers off. There was that one, good, maybe not only one-timers, but slap shots off. They're really trying to get velocity on Carter Hart. Maybe they're just pissed off at the guy, which, fair enough. But still, they weren't able to get it to go. And then, they're down almost immediately thanks to a Noah Hannafin goal.
Yeah, let's pull it up. It was the day of the rebound goal for the Vegas Golden Knights, and this is the first of them. Noah Hannafin, as you'll see, comes into frame here and just puts himself in a really good spot and gets a rebound off the Jack Eichel shot.
I mean, that's, what is it, 4-on-4 at that point, it looks like? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's just bad coverage, I guess, defensively. I don't know if I want to, really shit on Bo Horvat because I know he scores here, but just kind of loses Hannafin, right? Watch him kind of peel behind Bo Horvat and just there it goes. Again, that is designed to work this way. That play was drawn up to work that way.
Yeah, and it wasn't the only one that they would score another one, almost essentially a carbon copy of that same goal, Mitch. If we want to talk about the two together here, because you'd have 4 minutes later, Mitch Marner would score right off the face-off, but essentially same style of play. They send one on net. Mitch Marner gets loose, wide open in the back of the net.
Mark Gatcomb doesn't see him till it's too late. That's a mismatch right there, with all due respect to Mark Gatcomb, who, again, I know scores. I see Chris Bellafiore, or was it Chris? No. There it is. It's from Steve, 2699 here, just a second ago. Carter Hart, welcome to the Gatcombs. But so loses Mitch Marner in coverage here. So with all due respect to Mark Gatcomb, Mitch Marner, better player than. And it's the same thing, like you're saying, just right off the path. Ilya Sorokin did what he was supposed to do. You guys are supposed to, cover it so he doesn't allow those.
No, and like I said, both were very, very similar. And after what you thought was an okay start to the game, you find yourself down 2-0. And also in this first period, there was the 4-on-4. There was a weird Bo Horvat tripping call. I don't know if you were around for that one. I
was not.
At 9:37. So this is actually before the first goal. This happened, I guess, on the 4-on-4. Anyway, it wasn't his stick that did the tripping. It was the player's own stick. So he technically got Braden McNabb was the one who was tripped, but it was not Bo Horvat's stick. So it was a BS call to begin with.
Yeah, and we've seen that before, right? Didn't happen? Yeah, we're seeing PS there, phantom call. Didn't that happen recently where, was it even, maybe I was watching another game but someone tripped on the puck. Like they put their skate on the puck and it sent them flying. I'm pretty sure it was us against Colorado even. And it sent them flying and they called us for it. You're like, but he tripped on the goddamn puck. What are we supposed to do about that? It's his own dumb mistake.
Yeah,
it seems like the same thing.
Very similar thing. So Islanders down 2-0, but Bo Horvat makes up for it here with just an unbelievable goal, which he just continues to do.
Yeah, what's he up to now? 16 goals? Or is
18,
that 18?
18.
This is stupid. He's going to have 20 before anyone else gets to 10. It feels like, of course, that's not necessarily true, but good work here. Like watch them move the puck around. All of them are moving. No one is necessarily standing still here. Yeah, you got Bo Horvat far side. He's just waiting for that one-timer. God, how many times have we been calling for someone to get a one-timer there? And so it's fine if he's staying still. We've seen Alex Ovechkin do it his entire goddamn career. But look at that, man. Just fucking beautiful stuff. Sorry for the language. I was, ready for hockey apparently.
Yeah, ready for hockey. But that also was 4-on-4 because, Anthony Duclair gets a retaliation roughing, but Brayden McNabb, who had the phantom trip, roughed up Matthew Schaefer pretty good, and Anthony Duclair came running over to the defense. So that's what set up the 4-on-4 there.
I love that Matthew Schaefer is creating, penalties here, which I love to see. And he's one of the most penalty drawn or players who draws the most penalties in the league, I think. And then he gets, as Todogo is here, Grotto is saying Schaefer assist. He gets a secondary
assist. He's up to, I believe it's 22 points.
Let's go. Let's go for an 18-year-old. Holy crap.
Good on him, man. So 2-1 after 2. Islanders down just a goal. As we mentioned, 13-12 in shots. A lot of shots in that first period. And down 1 going into the second.
Decent enough. Like you don't want to be down 2 goals. They're going to have to work on that in training. Work off finding your man in your own zone, especially the center. Although I know Mark Gatcomb isn't necessarily center, but he was playing it on that penalty or on that play. So they're going to have to work on that, but that's fine. Like can you battle back? You still got 40 minutes to figure this out.
Absolutely. So into the second period, a phenomenal period for the New York Islanders, as just 356 into period number 2. It's Mark Gatcomb who scores and ties up this game at 2.
Yeah, I love to see a fourth line goal, man. They all get involved here because they get on the forecheck, right? Like I only know that just by watching the visualization in front of the net. Casey Zekas, that is prime Casey there, just throwing it to the slot. Is it not?
Yeah. No, it absolutely is. That's what you want to see, right? You see they're going in there with speed, throw it to the front of the net. Good things happen.
And like what 9 is Eichel, is it not, for Vegas?
Yes.
Comes roaring in when he sees, Gatcomb there. Too late, but, good identification or seeing the open man. But again, they get on the forecheck and they create havoc. And that's what the fourth line is supposed to do. Doesn't mean that you have to come in and like throw a bunch of, rib breaking hits.
No,
but just get on the play. Don't give them space and time. And it worked out for them. They're not going to score a ton of these or one every game. It's just, at least you give yourself the ability to potentially score one. And it's nice to see them actually do it.
Yeah. No, and the fourth line's been playing better recently. And Mark Gatcomb is playing like he wants to keep his spot in the lineup, right? He stays in when JG Pajot comes back tonight. And he showed you why.
Yeah, and Patty also said, like, we pulled Sippy because, we couldn't. And we mentioned this on, was it this show or the podcast? Pretty sure the podcast. We're like, where does Maxim Siplikov go? Because that fourth line is playing so well. You can't break it up. Patty did exactly that. It did not break it up. And sorry, Maxim, you're out.
Yeah, absolutely. And things were coming up aisles when Simon Holmstrom gets on the score sheet, Mitch, with a goal. The streak is over. Simon Holmstrom scores a goal. It was a nice shot, but I want to give some Cal Ritchie love on this, as you'll see on this visualization.
Love that. Just driving the line and then finding him. Oh my God. Excellent shot. How many shots did he end up with tonight, Simon Holmstrom? Please tell me it's not just the one.
I will pause this and we'll pull it up now. I'm going to pull this down so you don't get a look at the box score. We don't want you to cheat, Mitch. A big time.
This is why I'm asking. I don't want to have to go look and then, oh, whoops, I see the ice times. Only the one?
Yeah.
God damn it, Simon.
Well, 100%. Guys shooting at 100%, Mitch. That's going to skyrocket that shooting percentage up.
Why? Great, but you're so good. You get so many shots, or you should be getting so many shots with a shot like that. Come on, man.
Maybe we might get into the chicken or the egg argument here with the shooting percentage is so high because he shoots infrequently and only when there's the high percentage chance shot.
That's true. And I was trying to find a stat of like how many touches is he actually getting? Like, is he just not in shooting positions most often? But like, and his Corsi 4 relative to the rest of his team is like middle of the pack. So maybe there's something to it where he's just not getting in the offensive zone often enough to get enough shots. But bump him up, bump him up. We need goals. But it's nice to see we have a first line goal, our top line goal. Now we got one from the fourth and the third line. Amazing. We're getting production from everywhere.
Production all around. So Islanders closed the second period with a 3-2 lead again after they started down 2-0 after the first 16 minutes of the game.
And let's go. Like that, the fight is on. And it's nice to see that they're able to pull it through in second periods too, right? When you have the long change, it's a little bit more difficult to get that through. And for the longest time, the second period was our worst period. That is not the case now. So love it.
Absolutely. To the third period we go. Unfortunately, that lead wouldn't last long in the third. Just 127 into it. Ivan Barbashev scores his 11th of the year.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the visualization now. It's what happens here. Schaefer's got him pretty well covered. Oh, he just gets lost. That's whatever. That's a good play by them. Bowman, really good play to release Barbashev there, who's got the line on Schaefer. Maybe Schaefer could have done better in protecting the outside.
It was a pick play, kind of.
Yeah, it just seemed like the second that he dragged him to the outside, it was done. That was it. And that's something an 18-year-old is going to have to learn.
Yeah, that happens sometimes, unfortunately. But yeah, as PS is saying in here, Schaefer got picked. It was a good play. It was a good play.
I mean, would love to call interference on that shit then. Like, where is that stuff? Like, there was a time in the league where they're really complaining about Mike Babcock's Detroit Red Wings doing all that stuff. You know, the soft picks all over the ice. Well, then call interference on that shit and it'll get rid of it. I obviously didn't see the play, so I'm complaining out loud here. But like, if it was actually a pick, then call it. What the hell, man?
Yeah, and it was a good shot too, as TD is pointing out in the chat. So
fair enough. Okay.
Let's get to the next goal here, Mitch. Islanders go to a power play. Something about this Matt Barzal and Bo Horvat connection, Mitch. Bo Horvat scores again, make it goal number 19 on the year for Bo.
Amazing stuff. I want to see how they work this around. So obviously, you see him in the bumper position there. Oh my God, love it.
Exactly how you thought it was going to go once you saw Barzal in the corner there.
Well, look at all the space that he's got. Like, he drifts high, right? And they're content to give him that ice for some reason. Look at them. The Vegas Golden Knights are going to kill them. The coaching staff is going to kill the players for allowing that. You let the guy drift outside. What are you doing?
And like, not for nothing, he's 10 of his 19 goals looked exactly like that this year.
Yeah.
Too. Like, I don't know the exact number, and that might be a bit of an exaggeration, but a lot of his goals are one-time shots from that area.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. You can't give him a free opportunity in the high slot. Can't do that. To a guy who's, I'm sure he's not leading obviously he's not leading the league in goals here, but he's not far off now. Well, maybe McKinnon's just stupid. What is the league leading goals right now? 24 goals. Yeah, 24 by McKinnon. He's up to 19. So Horvat is third in the league in goals, and you let him sit there. What? Stupid
Indeed. Mitch, unfortunately, at the end of this period, some things that you're not going to like. So the Islanders trying to close it out. The Vegas pulls the goalie. Adam Pelech takes a delay of game penalty. Now, they end up killing the Adam Pelech penalty, but in the winding seconds, able to get one to go and tie this game up with 14 to go.
It seems to come off Pelech here when he's protecting the high point or the high slot. Is that true, or does it go through him? Like, does it catch a deflection off Pelech, and then that's why there's this greasy? Sorry, no, Pelech number 3. Yeah. Does it go off of him as it's coming off Marner's stick there, right here?
It might.
Okay.
It kind of just bounces right out to was it Dorofeev? Yeah.
Gross. Absolutely disgusting stuff. I hate that shit. But it happens, man. There's so many bodies in front. What are you supposed to do?
One more thing of note before the end of the game, a little bit more controversy. So Kyle
Okay.
McLean at 1956
Mhm.
takes a high stick against Brett Howden, but it wasn't called until after the referees do a little huddle, and that sent Patrick Waugh over the edge. We got red face Patrick Waugh tonight.
Hell yeah. Love it. Yeah, high stick with 3.1 left in regulation. Is there video to that? Not that it matters. I'll watch it later. I'm trying to find tweets and just searching McLean high stick is not not coming up anything. But whatever. If he did hit him up there, then control your stick, my dude.
Yeah, no, and I didn't have an issue with the actual penalty. I think it's just frustrating when it's not initially called and then they huddle and they call it.
Yeah, that's fair. Like it should be obvious. Come on now.
And TD also points out there could have been a penalty in the corner before that even too. So it was just a frustrating and controversial. And the Islanders end up killing off the penalty, but not a ton of shots. The Islanders had 0 actually in overtime. It was all Vegas with 5.
Yeah, so that's not great. But you hold on. You hold on in overtime. You play for the shootout. We're not great in shootouts, but you give yourself a shot.
So in the shootout, Ilya Sorokin comes up big. He stops all 4 shots that he faced, and Emil Heineman, who you don't trade, scores the game-winning goal. Technically,
Yeah,
right in the shootout.
I saw that there from, I think it was Chris Bellafiore. You just don't trade a player like Emil Heineman, says the 1032. Love it. Does Sorokin actually stop all those shots? Because I know they're counted as saves, but do they actually miss the net or does he actually save them?
I think they were actually saves on most of them. I was finishing up my stream at this point too, to be fair. So I was watching with one eye. But
okay. So chat, let us know. Did he actually stop?
Save 2.
Okay. Mike saying he saved 2 of them. So they missed they 4 shots? That's okay, man. It's all right. You stopped everyone that came at you. That's all you need to do.
Yep. Nope, I'm with you on that one. By the way, save percentage isn't going to show it tonight, but Ilya Sorokin came up with a ton of big saves in this game. I don't know what the goals saved above expected numbers are going to be, but he looked very, very good.
Okay, let me find it here. In all situations, expected goals for Vegas was 4.
Okay, so it's going to be even.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow, saved 0.02 above expected. So still a positive day.
Yeah, the 4 goals against, obviously, again, that's not going to be great for his numbers. We'll look at that at the end. But I thought in the first period, and then again at the end of the game was coming up big.
Yeah, so good. We'd like to see it. The rest of the team, we're getting run support, right? Which we don't always acquire. And we got power play goals. Power play goal. We got 3rd line, 4th line, top line. Like you can't ask for more, man. That's depth.
So shots on goal, 36 for Vegas. Islanders with 27. So another win when they're outshot and outchanced.
Mm-hmm.
Face-off percentage, JGP back in the lineup. Islanders over 50%, 52% for the Islanders, 48 for Vegas. Pajot Mitch won. Let's take a look here. What was his face-off percentage? 66.7%.
Didn't miss a beat with the injury. I love it.
Yeah, things you absolutely love to see. Islanders 1 for 2 on the power play. Vegas 0 for 4. Good special teams night for the Islanders. Penalty minutes 10 for New York, 8 for Vegas. Hits, Islanders more hits, 24-14. Block shots 12-10. Vegas with 2 more. Giveaways 20-15. Vegas with 20. And takeaways, the Islanders had 8 to the Golden Knights 6.
So better in the puck management department. So that's good. Yeah, we get outshot quite a bit there, which sucks. But apparently we can only win that way. We can't win if it's the other way around, which is ridiculous.
All right, let's take a look at the ice times, Mitch. Who leads the way for Islanders forwards?
I'm going to say Bo Horvat.
22 minutes and 19 seconds for Bo Horvat leads the way.
Yeah, it makes sense. Like when you got a guy scoring as often as he's doing, you got to get him on the ice that often. And I think the line was doing pretty well. Islanders forward lines. Corsi 4 relative. Yeah, they were the best line relative. So the Heinemann, Horvat, Shabanov line.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, there you go.
Least.
It's going to be someone on the fourth line, obviously. I'm going to go with Mark Gatcomb.
2 for 2. 9 minutes and 47 seconds for Mark Gatcomb.
Yeah. Whatever. He's doing his job. So I do see the comment here from Tadi and PS saying like there's Sorokin penalty and he did a Billy Smith. That was in the first period. I did see that.
Yeah.
He swings the stick out to knock the puck in.
It just took the penalty, took his legs out.
I mean,
I like the, you know what it showed me? He was aggressive. It was showing me that he was aggressive tonight, which I'm okay
Next time, just try to like aim a little higher and control the stick. Let it stop when it hits the post type of thing, when your blocker hits the post. And then whatever.
Yeah, and then you're fine.
Love it.
Defenseman.
Matthew Schaefer, is it not?
It's not.
What the shit? Okay.
Ryan Pulock, 29 minutes and 12 seconds.
Oh, 29 minutes. I understand the game went to overtime, but holy crap.
Schaefer was 28-14.
Okay. There you go. Love it. Was he that good that he deserved that time from what you saw?
From Pulock?
Yes.
I think it was just they were relying on that pair a ton.
And then like one got a few more shifts type of thing, whatever.
Yeah. One more shift for Pulock, 31-30.
There you go. Least I assume is Travis Mitchell.
10 minutes and 20 seconds.
Okay.
The Islanders basically played 3 defensemen. And PS is right to call out that the penalty kill time for Pulock in overtime is a big reason for that too.
That's fair.
But it went Pulock at 29-12, Schaefer 28-14, Pellick 23-30. Again, we're including overtime. D'Angelo 16-40, Mayfield 16-18, Mitchell 10 minutes and 20 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah. That checks out, right? That's our top 3 defensemen and our not top 3 defensemen.
Yeah. Sorokin stopped 32 of 36 for an .889 save percentage. Again, I thought he was good today, though.
Yeah, it stops one more of those, and that goes up. So I'm not too bummed out about the save percentage. It is what it is. Whatever.
Let's do some comments before we close out, Mitch.
Yeah, there's a lot, so I'm not going to read all of them, guys. As you can tell, my voice is just finally coming back. Saying from the beginning at 10:08, Heinemann should be in the shootout always instead of Barzy. Would like to see Shabanov there too. He's very creative with puck on stick.
Yeah, that's a good call out. I don't think they've really used Shabanov a ton in these shootouts.
No, and like Maddie's not getting it done. Like his percentage is 20, I think, maybe on the year, and he's got a lot of opportunities. I think you put Simon Holmstrom makes a lot of sense. He's good in the shootouts, so put him up top. Move everyone down one or up one and give Shabby a chance here.
Yeah.
Where else do we got? Just trying to go through because there's like basically chats here. Okay. Mick is saying both my teams won in a shootout tonight. How do you have both teams winning in a shootout? How does that happen?
Who's the other team?
I don't know. No one will say. That's another thing. Now we have to ask you. Come on, man. Leading question. So barring another injury from PS at 10:19, we may never see Tsiplikov again.
What do you do with him?
I waive him, and hopefully someone picks him up. He's got one more year, $2.25 million. Maybe someone says like he did put up, was it 35 points last year? Maybe someone says I could put him in my top 6 and he'll do something.
Maybe. Not here, though.
Maybe. Yeah. TD is saying here, 1024, Lee always gives effort and looks for tips/rebounds. He had like 30 goals last year. But now there's so much more quality to spread out the scoring. He's just probably no longer worth $7 million. Absolutely.
Yeah. No, and the scoring hasn't been there. He's been pretty cold scoring-wise recently. That's another guy we'd like to see score some more goals. But you're right. They're playing a different style, and I don't know how much it's really fitting him. This is likely his last year on the island, I would think.
Yeah, yeah. We'll see. Maybe he stays because he's captain, and he's a good captain. But you're right. It's certainly not worth $7 million. But we're not going to kill ourselves for that. Like we knew that going into the deal. Like the last couple of years of that deal were not going to look great. And they haven't looked terrible, right? Like it's not like, oh, he's the worst contract in the league. Doesn't even worth it. Shouldn't even be here.
He had in year 6 of a 7-year deal had 29 goals.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Everyone was comparing it to like the Milan Lucic deal, and who's the guy on Buffalo that got the long-term deal?
Greenway?
No.
Jeff Skinner.
Yeah, Jeff Skinner. Thank you. Those were the comparables, and his age significantly better than both those. Now, was he a $7 million guy through the course of the contract? No, it was still probably too much, but in comparison to those, it was a night and day difference. He was still playable through the whole 7 years.
Exactly. 100%. We have the Gimp, I guess. That Horvat guy is pretty incredible, huh? Seems like he's putting together best Isles goal scoring season in 30 plus years since Sergent. And then there's a few more comments later here, and then a few by other people that he's playing his way onto Team Canada. What do you think about that?
I hope he does. I will not be rooting for Team Canada. I'm sorry, Mitch, but I hope that Bo Horvat makes it. I think he deserves it.
Yeah, we'll see. That's a deep squad down the middle. He might, again, third in the league for goals, but that's a deep squad with a lot of legacy players that, you can't move out.
No.
So, where are we going here? Anti-censorship at 1039 is saying, nice to be on the right side of a 2-0 comeback. Another shootout win this year feels different.
It's been fun. They've been, and someone else said it too later on, and you might be able to call it out who said it, but essentially saying we could admit that we were all wrong on this team and that they are well exceeding what our expectations were.
Yeah, I did see that, and I wanted to remember it, and then I've lost it because there's so many comments. But yeah, absolutely. That they're much better than we thought they would be. I still want to stay that we're gonna. Oh, there it is. It's from David Sean McDonald at 1051.
There we go.
All agree that this team is way better than what a lot have expected. Yes. I think that's fair.
Absolutely. They have been better so far this year than what I thought.
Yeah. So we'll see if it holds out for a little bit longer. It's still pretty early in the year to like change expectations. But if they're above 500, I'm happy, man. Well, I'm happy in either way. Even if they lose out, then we get a good pick. So right. It's all great.
It's really a win-win. And I think maybe going into this year with the low expectations and seeing them overachieve those expectations, it's been nice, right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. It has been nice. We got one from, I'm trying to remember where I was going here, but SS Bouncer is saying, let's not downplay Dax changing goalie coaches and switching Sorokin into beast mode.
That matters a ton.
Yeah, it's a night and day difference. And this is not a shot at Piero Greco in the slightest. He was great for us for a while, but man, holy shit, this is what a change.
No, they need Ilya Sorokin to play at the level in which he has for last month.
Yeah. Mercy BF is saying, Mitch, we will make the playoffs. Tonight, we got the job done. That penalty sucked, yet overtime was ours. Loving the confidence here. Like, we're definitely making the playoffs.
I hope they do. It would be fun, right? In a year where that wasn't the expectation for many to see them do it. I don't care about the draft pick as much. Like, I'm not going to be butthurt over that because they're going to get, if they do get to the playoffs, it'll be on the back of Matthew Schaefer being this good right away, Bo Horvat being awesome, Ilya Sorokin being back, and that's fine for me.
Yeah, exactly. So, this is all great for us. The East is still really, really tight though. Like the Islanders are up to 37 points, which is better than anyone in the Atlantic. Lols. For some reason, although we have a 597 points percentage, and Tampa has a 600, but they have one fewer point than us and have played one fewer game. Like, I know the math works out. It's just weird how that's working out. It's so close.
Yep.
But like it is tight. And even then, like you've got so many teams that could jump ahead of us. Like Philly and Pittsburgh are 2 points back and have 3 games in hand.
They got to win those games, but it's, like you said, it's crazy how tight the race is right now in the East.
Absolutely. Okay. Sorry. The comments here. Gary is saying, obviously, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Thank you,
Please.
Gary.
Please do that. Just above that, Lika Joe is saying, Mitch, you need a mustache. I've been missing it. I'm thinking
bring back the stash. Bring back.
I
the
think
stash.
I will. My wife is going to be happy when she wakes up one day and be like, what the shit is that?
What happened?
I just got, yeah, exactly. Right. So like, we'll see. Maybe after the surgery, you'll be like, well, I can't do any strenuous activity for a week. So I can't shave. I can't do that.
No, it's just going to have to be there.
I do see a lot of comments here about, well, not a lot, but a few of them about Dobson. Apparently he had a really howler again. Love to see that. PS is saying, as I've said, last year's team with a better PK makes the playoffs. Yeah, no doubt. But we still haven't seen that better PK, right?
We've seen the better PK, not the better power play.
Sorry, right. Yes. Oh my God. I don't know why I said that. Yes. I power play. Anyways. Arrow is saying, I love the power play goal tonight, but I feel like the only play that is drawn up is Barzal to Horvat in the slot. That's kind of fair.
That is pretty true. They do that a lot.
Yeah. Orbican is saying, with this tight, with the East being this tight, I could see us winning a round or two. Do you see that? I'm not saying I don't. I'm just, that is more posy than I'm posy.
Well, it depends on what the matchup is. I just looking at where they are now, they would play Carolina in the first round if the season ended today. I do not like their chances against Carolina.
I just don't like Carolina at all.
Right. Against other teams in their division, they could probably hang with Washington, Pittsburgh, Philly, the Devils, etc. But I just don't see a world where they beat Carolina in a 7-game series.
Yeah, okay. And then Orbican is clarifying, specifically if we get the Devils or most teams in the Atlantic, kind of like what you were saying.
Okay. Then, that's different then.
Yeah, so long as we avoid Carolina, which we all agree we just please. I don't think they're very good. It's just against us they are. So and close it out here with Max saying Montreal's learning why you don't trade Heineman and why you don't pay Dobson 9.5 long term. So much for them winning that trade. Am I right?
I'm happy with the 2 first-round picks and Emil Heineman.
Yeah, Matthew Dash looking like a goddamn genius, not wanting to pay Dauber that. Love it.
Yep, things you love to see. Well,
absolutely.
That'll do it for us tonight. We'll have a podcast on Patreon come out tomorrow night. So if you're not a subscriber there, make sure to sign up, get in on the Discord. It's a whole lot of fun. Subscribe here if you're new. Follow us on socials. We appreciate you. I'm Matt. He's Mitch, and we'll catch you next time.